Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Bringing it out. Nothing wrong with a touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will have the first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not... You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Bettis. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's awesome.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Blunt. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Kentucky sent out the running unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. No fair catches here, looking for room. Makes a move. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David. And it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They've scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. That's caught. It's Blunt. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Wildcats in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up the first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They go to the ground. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Got 3 on first down at second and 7.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. No huddle here for the offense. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Again, he's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really...
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game. They had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Fires on the move. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Rush is on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to the ground game on the left. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That's caught. It's blunt. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll try to do it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Makes the grab on the left. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Spears. Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Snagged out of the air. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all
Brings into the open. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll return. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. Running to Green. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. On the move at the 30. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gives it on the option. Quick step and go. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to race to the edge on first and goal with the wide receiver. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Got nothing last time, now second and goal from the 3. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. There he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, first and 10 from the 33. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long.
And nice answer by this defense. You give them a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting the sack, creating some momentum.
On the move, he fires. Finds space on the right. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Dogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Looking to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 plays.
They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes a catch on the left.
Oh, come on.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Lost to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Bettis. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Under 30 seconds to go here in the half. Let's see how they play it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Skips away from pressure. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense calls timeout as the 2nd one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. One more snap coming before halftime. The give on the inside. At the 35, he's open. Purdy on the Jets. Slippery slide. Find his
today amid criticism, questions of the war, was an op-ed from a scholar at the Joe Institute. And this is in Al Jazeera. And they were arguing that the United States Israeli strategy against Iran is working. They wrote, the objective is the permanent degradation of Iran's ability to project power beyond its borders, military conditions for a durable settlement, Iranian missile capacity too degraded to rebuild quickly, nuclear infrastructure inaccessible, proxy networks fragmented. That is being created right now. I mean, the administration was saying, this is what we've been telling you guys. This is proof that what we're doing is working. What did you make of that argument?
Well, I think this is the tale of three wars. There's the military war, the economic war, and the political war. And militarily, obviously, the United States and Israel are absolutely dominating Iran. Iran has been significantly degraded internally, and its regional proxies have been degraded. But for Iran, they're also fighting this economic war in which they want to spike the price of oil to impact American public opinion. And that is the third part of this war, the political war. All dictatorships, the advantage they have when they're fighting democracies is they have contempt for their own public opinion. And what Iran have been saying this for a long time, what they're hoping is that American public opinion is going to force Trump to end this war abruptly.
You made that point recently, and I think it's such a good thing to think of when we're looking at this, because the president is asked every day about public opinion here in the United States and gas prices. That's not what's happening inside Iran right now. I mean, obviously it's difficult for anti-regime protesters to go out and protest without being killed. We're seeing these pro-regime protesters be out in the streets, but that's pretty much the extent of the public opinion from what we've been able to actually get to.
Inside Iran, this is obviously a deeply aggrieved population. At the moment, they're under bombardment, so they're waiting to see how the dust is going to settle. But the leadership in Iran are going to be inheriting a wreckage. Their only goal really is to survive. They think if they survive, that's
into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're adding their lead, and they put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And talk about a first half for the Duke and that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And off from the shotgun. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back ones, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Oh, better look out! The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
This quarterback's out. to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Motion from the back. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Spears. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Dogs are rolling down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. Inside the 30. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. Dances away to buy time. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Throws to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the knee. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team's doing a little running. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game. They have to get to work on this drive. To the air on 1st down. The short hands. It's Blunt. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Spins away from the defense. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it. At this point, that looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the footballs, it may start paying some dividends.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
And it's no good. He missed it. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Missed the field goal, still down by 20. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Coming in on 1st down with the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Great job by the DB covering deep for this. You always say deep to shallow, deep to shallow. Don't give up the big play. Great job by the DBs seeing the football, going and breaking on it, and make sure the wide receiver doesn't make a big play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Flushed out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the signal, secures a fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Time winding down in the quarters, they come to the line. Right back to him on the ground. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground. Match up there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down to the 26. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Complete to the right. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Leaves it with the running back. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Off play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Unleashes one. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They want that clock to run. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down at the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. We reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Dogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains at the first down at the 27. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Now improvising. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you've got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
Under fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positives today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like this.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon to get down.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well. They've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard.
The question comes, should you really hate a rival? I mean, it's such a mean, nasty word. But in the case of clean, old-fashioned hate, there's really no other choice. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Georgia Tech's offense takes the field to start this game off. If you just can't get enough football, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. Tech with a huge lead early, all the momentum swings, and Palmer obviously in the booth was pretty solid too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. And I think back to Haynes King at quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards, running for over 100 yards. He was incredible. There was one costly fumble. Was it targeting? Wasn't it targeting? The call went Georgia's way. And then we were running out of ways to describe two-point plays, and we were running out of espresso late in the game. Bring your espresso for this one. It's going to be fun.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Gets the first one of the day out of there. We saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. So Georgia's offense will have its first possession of the game. He's only got a few games left to make that final impression on Heisman voters, but based on the season he's had so far, he's certainly run his way well into contention, David.
It's been unbelievable. It's been unbelievable to be a running back to impact the game this much, consistently, week in, week out, take the physical pounding, and still be elite. Finishing this season will go a long way to deciding whether he wins the Heisman so far. I've been impressed.
Man, the durability is just something to behold. When you think back to former Heisman winners at the position, especially at Alabama, guys like Mark Ingram or Derrick Henry, that's what those guys had as well. They seemed to get better as games went on, but they also got better as the season went on, and that's what this guy's doing now.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Turning it on. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Georgia going back to work with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
It settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that. Rolls back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Yellow Jackets cover the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Valdez. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Picks up the first down. At the 40, there he goes. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee and stop at the 14. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Valdez. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Running free. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys are taken to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between the quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. He's got an open man. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. When you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Spears. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Georgia. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Dropping back, it's Valdez. Took a shot as he threw.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Coming out of the Packers in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got his man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll lead with him. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the red zone, looking for a man. Tight end finds a soft spot. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Yellow Jackets, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together with the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here. And this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Spears. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just inside the red zone. First and 10 from the 19. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Gets it out fast. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And the Dogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you can call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Second and goal, no dice in this offense. I'm on offense right now thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, and I can throw them the football, and they can make a play over top of somebody.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The defense trying to make a stand on third and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
It's third and goal, and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Back to throw. It's Valdez. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. To the air on second down. Using the quick game. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Running back searching for the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's front. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the draw. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls and fires complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Marches ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Ramblin' Rick and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. But people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC. That was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. To the air on first down. Might be looking to run. It's complete on the right side. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks, we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Bought a little time, lets it go. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on moving, and he just works to get himself open, to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Thanks to grab. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. a touchdown, at least for now. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Oh, they're after him. Trying to barrel in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Dogs.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us.
Now, enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes with the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working and breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand. I know you got your favorites. You're going to look out there, but that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and the double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understand the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He might want another play. Looking to throw again. Here's the pressure. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Another incompletion on 3rd down. No thought of trying to kick the 46-yarder. They'll go for it.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He stopped it, forced out of bounds, just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Things getting tough for the Jackets as the hairy Dogs starting to bite into this one.
Georgia owning the Jackets, and they've owned this series. This rivalry, the hatred between the two. Right now, it's looking like that Governor's Cup going straight to the Dogs.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Valdez. Ripping through the defense. And another broken tackle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Touchdown! Georgia Tech! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that or touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has them.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Spears. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, they really could have used that pass there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. So the offense will go for it around midfield. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Got a man. It's Spears. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They've got a 1st and 10 as we are inside a minute to play here in the third. They're going to ride this running back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Give to the running back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. This should be the last play of the quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little farther.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes one yet been very dependable for this squad.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. To the air, it's Valdez. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Lost a throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. Couple of guys guys there to get him on the ground.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Makes the grab. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
He's going to take off. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Here's a hit. On target to the left. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the gun, the running back has it. This defense in front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass, it's Valdez. Fires complete on the crosser. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights. Good. This is now a 7-point game. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll run it from the gun. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. The defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll try to run for it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yard.
Converts on 4th down, still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Bunch formation for these receivers. The lone back's got it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the 1st. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Dogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. Hauls it in. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the quarterback takes a knee. The clean, old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia Tech has even more reason to hate the Dogs because the red and black will come out on top. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.